Hey there folks, and welcome to this video. Now, the past week has been big for F1 when it's talking about how it responds to racism in the world. This is something, of course, that's been an ongoing discussion in F1 for the past few years, quite a high-profile sense, but has always been a lower discussion in any kind of F1 circle. And in the past week, we've had two big examples. One from up-and-coming driver Juri Vips, who was part of Red Bull's kind of driver academy, took part in FP1 session, I believe it was at Barcelona, and also the comments made by Nelson Piquet Sr., the former F1 champion, who I will do a video about at another time. But I just wanted to give a follow-up for a video I did last week on Vips, who had been suspended from the Red Bull team pending an investigation. He has been released by Red Bull in a statement that says that they condemn racism and discrimination. And however, Hitech, the team that he was racing for in F2, have given a statement saying that he's to complete his season with the team, providing him with the opportunity to redeem himself. Something that stood out from the statement for me was about Viv saying he must now grasp every opportunity to show remorse for his future, for his actions. He needs to make lasting changes, not just short-term virtual signalling comments. It also ends with, while this may not satisfy everyone, I believe we all deserve a second chance in life, but never a third. His self-respect, his reputation and career are now firmly in his hands. And yeah, Hitech have said they're making no further comments on the matter. Now, there are some things about this which stand out. For example, F2 themselves have put out a statement saying Hitech's decision is surprising and not one we would have taken, and that they'll monitor the situation carefully to ensure that behaviour is properly addressed. They've said that they reaffirm the use of racist discriminatory language cannot be tolerated in any environment, which suggests that if there are not enough steps taken to make amends, well, in the FIA's eyes, they could just rescind the super license. Now, whether or not that would happen, that's another discussion to have, but it's interesting to see that come up in this discourse. Just the kind of way to wrap it up. For anybody who didn't watch my earlier video on Vips, I am slightly older than Juri. Juri is, 21 years old, and I know when I was 21 years old, that kind of language was not in my vernacular. In fact, when I was 21 years old was when a lot of the resurgence of Black Lives Matter movement came in 2020. So I was very much aware that that language should not be in anyone's vernacular if you are from a background like, for example, myself or Juri Vips. And yeah, I think my opinion of it is I'm not surprised. I'm really not. I was a bit more surprised that he was dropped, but it shows there was some pressure to respond to. Because for me, I look at someone like Dietrich Mateschitz, who's head honcho over Red Bull, and his allegiances with former President of the United States, Donald Trump, and it makes me think, well, actually, am I that surprised? I'm not surprised that Hitech takes this decision, because I'm presuming Vips paid quite a lot for the role, maybe through Red Bull by proxy, but maybe that money's conditional on him running the full season. I'm sure those are ins and outs that we won't exactly know until years down the line. Whilst I understand the sentiment of, people should be able to make amends, the ways that people make amends is not, seeing out the season, for example. It's seeking out and voluntarily working with anti-racism charities and having a lasting impact in those environments, and accepting that you're not going to be forgiven by a lot of people. There may be potentially even worst case scenario for someone like Vips. Most people won't forgive you for what you've done. But I look over stateside and think about the Kyle Larson situation. Kyle Larson, when he was suspended by NASCAR, the sanctioning body, for a similar incident, he took the time to work with civil rights groups, and it was something that he then took a kind of passion project. Now, it was different for Larson, because Larson got into NASCAR through a diversity scheme, but That's not to say the VIPs couldn't have those kinds of involvements voluntarily outside of the sport as well. Anyways, those are my thoughts. As always, let me know yours in the comment section down below. Keep it civil, these comment sections are moderated for obvious reasons. And yeah, hope to see you around. Bye for now.